Good day, everyone. I am Florence Simancera and I am a first reporter of Group 6. And now, I will be flashing a picture and all you have to do is to think of the word that can describe the picture that is given. You will be given a clue for you to easily guess the word. Am I clear to you? Yes, very good. The first picture that I'm going to flash is this, and this. So, this picture has a 10-letter word. So, what's in the picture? Yes, very good. It is called a production. And the next picture that I'm going to flash is this and this. So, what's in the picture? It is called a cost. So, what do you think our topic for today? Our topic for today is all about production, cost, and industry structure. So, and now, let's discuss ay firm. So, firm is may dalawang ori. Tinatawag ito na input and output. So, when we say input, it is called a labor, capital, land, and raw materials. So, ito ay mga gagawin pa. So, and then the next is output. It is called a finished product. So, tapos na itong mga produkto. Like cellphone, ref, like ganyan. And then the next is production. It is a process. Day-to-day operation in converting raw materials into a finished product. Explicit. Ito ang ibibili ng mga materyales to make your product. And next, this is implicit. Cost. Pera na hindi recorded, like for example is, ang iyong worker is, binigyan mo ng day off. So, it is possible that bumaba ang iyong kita or ang inyong sales. Next is a accounting profit. It means the total revenue minus explicit cost, the difference between dollars brought and dollars paid out. Next is economic profit. The difference is important because even though that the business pay income taxes based on its accounting profit. So, dito na naman tayo sa perfect competition. So, perfect competition is many firms. So, ang ibig sabihin ng perfect competition is marami nagtinda but ang nagsiset ng price is ang mga customers. So, bakit ang mga customers ang nagsiset ng price? It is because marami ang nagtinda, so marami kang kakompetensya sa iyong tinitinda. So, it is called a price takers. It is because customer is ang nagsiset ng price. Next is monopolistic competition, not a price taker. Why? It is because ang nagtinda ang mga nagset ng price, not a customer. Compare sa perfect competition. Next, oligopoly. Kaunti lang ang nagtinda, pero ang nagtinda sila ng same product ug lahi na mga produkto. Because when we say identical, same as phone, Oppo, iPhone, and Samsung. An additional example is the Commercial Bank, Land Bank, and Cantilan Bank. Next is monopoly. One seller only. Example is Water District, Aselco. No competition, so wala silang kakompetensya. And then, mag-high price sila, it is because wala silang kakompetensya nga. And then, they control the price. Next is labor. So, labor is, ito yung mga tao na magtatrabaho sa iyong produkto na ginawa. And then, the next is capital. So, when we say capital, ito yung mga ibibili mo ng iyong mga gagawin na produkto or mga ingredients. And then, the next is technology. So when we say technology, like for example, is technology machine, like mga gagawin mo rin ito sa pagluluto ng iyong produkto. Next is entrepreneurship. Production involves many decisions and more knowledge even though same as sample in pizza. Next is production function. It is dito nila makontrol ang kanilang produkto na ma-distribute nila. Input is may dalawang uri. It is called a fixed input and variable input. So, when we say fixed input is inputs that level can be varied over some time period. So, hindi talaga ito madaling ma-change. Like for example is factory. So, kung mabibuild tayo ng factory, so hindi talaga madali kasi marami pang process. And then the next is variable input. So, when we say a variable input is pwedeng ma-change. Like for example is your worker. Maaari mong dagdagan at maaari mo ring bawasan. Like machine, pwede mong dagdagan, pwede mo ring bawasan. Ganyan ang variable inputs.
Cost and the short run. The short run, that period of time when firms face the problem that some of their factor inputs cannot be changed or fixed. So, the key aspect of making profit in business, first we need to understand the variable cost and the fixed cost. So, fixed costs, which are the independent of the level of output produced. For example, our land, our rent, and salaries, utility bills, and insurance, and loan repayments. So that's all the example of fixed costs. Fixed costs we're gonna be often called overhead. We also have a variable cost. Variable costs which are directly dependent on the level of output produced. So variable costs or costs do not change with the quantity of output. We are producing 0 units of output where 100,000 units of output. So for example of the electricity and raw materials, production supplies, and packaging supplies also have the credit card phase. Then the variable costs were going increase at output is decrease. Then we producing 0 units of output, the variable costs were gonna be 0. This is the cost of calculation. Example in the lever 1. So the quantity of 16, our fixed cost is $160 plus the variable cost is $80. Therefore, our total cost is $240. So another example in the lever 2. Our quantity is 40, then our fixed cost is 160. Then our variable cost is 160 also. Then therefore our total cost is $320. Kay gi-plus man siya. I-plus ra na siya. And we also have a graph. And the 700 and the y-axis, it represents the price, and the x-axis and the 90 is it represent the quantity. Then man siya ang fixed cost. So ang variable cost is increasing rate and eventually decreasing rate and decreasing rate. So the average total cost, average variable cost, and marginal cost. The initial declining of version is U-shaped. The short-run average cost curve is because of the decreasing average fixed cost and the increasing returns to the variable inputs, while it later start increasing due to the decreasing returns of the variable inputs. On the other hand, the U-shape of the long-run average cost curve is the economies and diseconomies of scale.
So I am third reporter. My topic is cost in the long run. So Because in the long run, a period of time where all factors of production and cost are variable. So when we say cost in the long run, for example, in the long run, meron kang kampanya at hindi ka komportable. Siyempre, hahanap ka ng location na mas comfortable ka. At siyempre, malawak para magbibigay ito ng pagdevelop o kaunlaran ng mga produkto mo. Kasi komportable ka at malawak na location. So, bukod pa rito, maaari ka ring mamuhunan para makabili ka ng mga tulad ng mga makinarya at mga teknolohiya. So, ang teknolohiya na nabibili mo o makinarya, siyempre makakatulong yun para mabawasan yung mga variable na mga gastusin. At magbibigay din ito ng develop o kaunlaran ng iyong kumpanya. At bukod pa rito, magbibigay din ito ng mas maraming option na magagamit para sa produkto. At para dahil sa mga teknolohiya, magkakaroon ka ng kaunlaran ng company. Umunlad yung business company mo. So that is example of cost in the long run. So choice of the production technology. Many tasks can be performed with a range of combinations or labor and physical capital. So there are three ways to play a part. So production technology A, 10 workers and 2 machines. Production technology B, 7 workers, 4 machines. Production technology C, 3 workers, 7 machines. The total cost with rising labor cost is there's example number 1. Worker cost $40 and machine cost $80. So cost of technology there are example then labor cost 10 workers times worker cost of $40 equals $400, and the machine cost is 2 machines times of 80 machine dollars equals $160. The total cost of labor cost and machine cost, the total cost is $400 plus $160. The total cost is $560. This is an example of cost of technology A. Then cost of technology B. There are another example. So 7 workers times worker cost $40 equal $280, and machine cost 2 machine I mean 4 machine times machine cost $80 equal $320. So you can add the labor cost and machine cost. So $280 plus $320 equals total cost is $600. The next is cost of technology C. 3 workers times worker cost $40 equals $120, and the machine cost is 7 machine times machine cost $80 equals $560. You can add labor cost and machine cost. So $120 plus $560, total cost is $680. This is another example. Example number 2. Worker cost $55 and machine cost $80. So I can base the labor cost. Cost of technology is 10 workers times 55 worker cost dollar equals $550. And the machine cost is 2 machine times 80 machine cost dollar equals $160. You can add the labor cost and machine cost. So $550 labor cost plus $160 machine cost equal, the total cost is $710. So cost of technology B. So 7 workers times 55 worker cost dollar equals $385. Then sa machine cost is 400 workers times 400 machine times 80 machine cost dollar equals $320. So you can add the labor cost and machine cost. $385 labor cost plus $320 machine cost. The total cost is $705. And next is cost of technology C is 3 workers times 55 worker cost dollar equals $165. Then the next is the machine cost is 7 machine times 80 machine cost dollar is the $560. Then another add the labor cost and machine cost. So $165 labor cost plus $560 machine cost. So the total cost is $725. So economies of scale. Once a firm has determined the least costly production technology, it can consider the optimal scale of production or quantity of output to produce. For a small size factory like takes small is with an output level of 1,000. The average cost of production is $12 per alarm clock. For a medium-sized factory like takes medium with an output level of 2,000. And the average of 2,000 is average cost of production falls to $8 per alarm clock. So for a large factory like takes large is with an output of 5,000. The average of 5,000 average cost of production decline is still further to $4 per alarm clock. So this is a graph of economics of scales. So tulad ng sinabi ko kanina, the average cost of production is dollar and quantity of production. So tulad ng sinabi ko kanina, 12 is small is 1,000. Then sa $8 medium to 2,000. Then the next is $4 large to 5,000. That is the graph of economies of scale.